Good morning. It's turned out nice again. Hey, how's it going, guys? Right, did you miss me yesterday? I thought you might. Listen, we will be doing Saturday night streaming this weekend, but the following weekend not. All right, because I'm going to England to go to that Post Malone concert with my son Rob. And as you know, his grandma died at the weekend just gone. So, you know, I really need to go and try and put a smile on his face. And I'm looking forward to it, to be honest with you. I saw Post Malone in Chicago. It's the greatest concert I've ever been to in my life. And I'm really looking forward to doing it again. So I haven't heard from him, to be honest with you, since the weekend. So let's hope he's all right. I know what you think. You his dad, you should know if he's like, yeah, but Rob's like, he lives a bit off the radar, does Rob? And I know he's all right. Do you know what I mean? So we have a group chat, me, Charlotte and Robert, my daughter and Rob. And he sees our messages already. I know he's all right. He'll be cool. What we're going to talk about? Oh, yeah, so we're doing Saturday night stream. I'm going to record a KopTalk podcast today as well, all right? Now, for those of you that have got OCD like myself, you'll notice that one of the monitors behind me is a slightly different size. The third monitor that is the same as the other two is actually in England at the moment. And due to Brexit, I can't get it sent out here until June. Someone's going to bring it over for me in June. And literally smuggle it in because you have to pay import fees on things. That's because you racists in England that voted for. I'm only joking. But no, seriously, it does my head in having the different size monitor. Anyway, I wanted to talk to you about the referee. There's all sorts of things that I'd like to talk to you about, really. So I'll probably try and get that some of those topics on the KopTalk podcast today. Which I will also publish on here if I remember. I wanted to chime in actually on the the bust up with the referee, the linesman, all the officials and everything involving the manager. I don't think you might not like what I'm about to say actually, but like I know Klopp took offence to and has got history with that official, but I know Klopp took offence to the officials saying, the linesman saying, for me it's a red, but because of him it's a yellow. It's like Jurgen. You guys have been following all your comments and stuff, on social media and things like that, and on the members' website, and everyone's like, oh, they've got it in for us, it's biased, it's blatant bias, and this, that, and the other. And I don't know if you follow the supporters of other clubs, but all those supporters also think their team is singled out as well. And, football, as you know, is a game of passion and emotions. Like Klopp's celebration where he got in the face of the linesman, fourth official, whatever you want to call them these days. I'm not even really sure what you're supposed to call them. If you think about it, that is unacceptable. It's not right. Yeah, you're going to get into trouble for that. And he admits that himself and says, I shouldn't have done it kind of thing. It's not right. Me personally, I love to see shit like that. I think it's fantastic, as Brendan Rodgers would say. It shows passion, right? Rather than having these I don't know. I mean, I was going to say something that then would make Rafa Benitez sound bad, because Rafa, as Tomix would say, Rafa was very chilled and a situation like that, he'd have just gone straight to his notepad and started writing. We all express ourselves in different ways. Me personally, I like to see Klopp go mental. I loved that. And especially if it angers the opposition as well. And it's the same with other managers. We've seen it before with Jose Mourinho, when he's run down the sideline, the edge of the pitch, whatever the fuck it's called these days. I like it. I do like it. But, what do you expect? If you do that, you're going to get into trouble. Now, the referee, there's history there and all that, whatever. But man the fuck up a little bit. You know what I mean? Really? So every referee is supposed to like every manager and get along with every manager. What's wrong? What, personally, I'd have given you a fucking red, but because of you, I'll give you a why get so upset about that? Do you know what I mean, guys? It's it's a man's sport. Oh, hang on. What I mean is it's men playing football, men's football. Calm down, fucking hell. Don't start cancelling. Well, actually, I won't mind being cancelled and I won't have to do this shit anymore. No, but you know what I mean? It's just seriously? I mean, I like passion. I like passion. I like the arguments. I like to see players kicking shit out of each other. I love it when it spills over. I like it when the managers are going to kill each other and everything, because that's football for me. And for some reason, we have the linesman the other week giving the elbow to Robertson. It's like, Robertson can grab him, or you can get in his face. The linesman faces, yeah, fucking, but if the linesman does it back, I know, guys, it's wrong. I know it's, and they cover it up. I know that, right? The first thing the refs association did, or whatever governing thing, whatever it is, said, we've reviewed the audio. There's nothing wrong. Well, look, release the fucking audio then if there's nothing wrong. Do you know what I mean? This is part of the problem. It should all be wired up anyway. But then we'll have people on TV complaining, I heard the swear word. You know what I mean? It's like, fuck off. It gets straight on my nerves. But for me, right, Jurgen getting in his face, going, come on, guys, we'll all do it. We love that, right? We love it. I like that. But you're going to pay the consequences and that. But I wouldn't be, I think a referee saying for me, I'd give you a red, because you get right on my tits, you do. You get right, you rattle me, I'll be honest with you. But because of him, it's a yellow. So, is that really something to be so offended about and put out by? I mean, maybe when you're caught up in the passion, I'd have responded, I'd be like, you are? I'm going to rip your head off. I don't know. But for me, it's like big deal about nothing. What's made it worse is seeing, some of the supporters like just paranoid by it all. Do you know what I mean? Like paranoid by it. Some things go against you in football. Everyone's got different opinions, right? Everyone's got different opinions. It might surprise you, but over the years, that some of Liverpool's greatest players that have played alongside each other hated each other. You've only got to think about Emlyn Hughes and Tommy Smith. And I remember having a drink with Tommy Smith one time, and he was telling me a few things about Emlyn Hughes, right? And I remember him saying to me, Tommy Smith saying, I wanted to blow him away with a shotgun. I remember laughing and just looking, and Tommy Smith just like sat with me, staring at me. He weren't drunk, we weren't drinking alcohol or anything like that. We were in a hotel in Liverpool because Tommy obviously was helping me out with the website. And, that was my, like, I never even thought about that, And I would say things like, well, on the pitch though, oh no, he was like adamant on the pitch. We're absolute professionals. And if I can help him and he can help me, because the first thing you think is, maybe when you're a bit younger or a bit naive, because I was at the time, was, maybe, if two players hate each other, do you want to give the assist? No, I'm not giving it to you, I'll give it to you. You start wondering about things like that. But, these are all men. And I'm sure it's the same in the women's game as well, right? Not everybody cannot get along. And we want, we don't want officials to be robots and things. We would rather there was more transparency in that. But in the couple of incidents I can think about, the linesman the other week, and the Klopp being upset by this, I kind of think like, right, so when people show that they're human a bit, we jump on that. Do you know what I mean, guys? So for me, it's all much ado about nothing. It's crazy. And if anything, it gives fuel to rival fans, not that we care about them, but, with all, they're coming out with these victim statements, and Klopp's at the perfect club where he's a victim and he's always whinging and moaning, which he can do. I prefer managers that just get on with it. Do you know what I mean? I have no problem with any manager at any club that runs their mouth when they're upset. I would rather have my manager banned, suspended from the touchline for showing passion. Right? That's it. I endorse passion. So, but it should work the other way around. So the officials, their organisation, they don't want, the man, they say that the linesman, he's entitled to react the way he did or whatever that, the other week with the Andy Robertson thing, but then you show a bit like the other way around. They should turn around and say, oh, it's heat at the moment, but just give him a warning or say it's not really ideal. The manager's come out and said, I shouldn't have done it, right? You can't get fair. How many times have we had an argument with a loved one or anything in life when then seconds later, minutes later, whatever, you've gone, I really shouldn't have done that. We're all human, and maybe the referee shouldn't have said what he did to Klopp, but give it a rest, man. Give it a rest, guys. So I'm sure my opinion won't be appreciated by many of you because, you know, I used to be like that, especially when I was younger. Like, you know, you're not saying that. Fucking hell, I shit myself. Even the dog. You can't see this. But over there's a window and there's a mosquito net. The dog's come to me down here and he's looking behind now. Because it happened behind him. All right. He's looking at me to say, what the fuck was that then? So behind Remy over there's a window. And there's a mosquito net that you pull down on the outside of the window. So there's the window, the mosquito net, then the shutter. The shutter's up, the windows are closed, the mosquito net was down. And it just flew up in the air and it made a noise. And he shit himself and he's laid down here now. And I did too. Anyway, so I hope I've expressed. I'm not being really critical. I'm just saying, like, you know, in this game there's passion, and I want to see the passion. I want to see the managers, you know, getting in the face of the officials. But them officials put up with a lot of shite, guys. Do you know what I mean? So let them give a bit back too. What's wrong with that? You can't handle a bit of like, well, I'd have sent you off because you get right on my tick. You know what I mean? Like, any situation in football, any club, you know what I mean? When they send them off like you're doing my head in, go on, fuck off. Did I make it? Come on, man. Seriously. Anyway, that's it for now. Thank you to those of you that support my channel. And those of you that are channel members especially, I've definitely got some content coming up for you. Maybe today, we'll see. I want to get this podcast out of the way first. So I do appreciate you guys, my VIP members, my podcast patrons. And that, please, if you've supported the streams recently, especially on a Saturday night, check that your name is in the video description below. It should be there in every video going forward for the rest of 2023. So there we have it. I'm in a good mood. You know that I had a troublesome week. Last week. Can't do anything about these things that crop up in life, but I'm all right. And I think that I'm all right because of you guys. You know, I apologize when I make videos when I'm down, and I wear my heart on my sleeve. I can't help that. Do you know what I mean? And maybe that's not right. You know, I was laid in bed last night thinking about it. I thought I might take all them videos down last week where I was like, oh, really? But, you know, then I would be trying to edit who I am, you know, censor who I am. I do appreciate the support you guys gave me. Saturday night stream was brilliant. I will be starting this weekend stream Saturday night at the same time, 6 o'clock UK. Just starting that little bit early. Well, I say that, but I'm not sure about the fixtures. Let me just have a quick look. I enjoyed the stream because I finished, you know, a little bit earlier than normal, which was still very late. Let me have a look, because there's no point starting a stream if there's, why is there no? Right, I use an Android phone. I'm recording on an iPhone, but I use an Android phone, a Samsung S23 Ultra. When I do a search, right, I only have Google search set up, but for some reasons, every now and then, it opens Microsoft Bing, right, you know what I mean? And I don't know why. It's a new phone, it's fresh. I type in the search with Google on the front page or whatever, and sometimes it opens Bing, and I don't know about you, but that Bing's right. Anyway, BBC fixtures. Let's go through to Saturday. Oh, Liverpool, Brentford, it's at tea time. Oh dear, I don't know what to do then. I thought it was an earlier kickoff. That's going to be UK time, so that's 6:30. Ooh, I'm not so sure now. Have you got any suggestions for those of you that come to the stream? Do you think, should we go live while the game's on? What do you think? I don't want to start the stream later, like after the game. I think that would be too late for me. Maybe not. I don't know. Just give me some advice. What do you think? I think if we start the stream when the game is on, it will be quieter than normal, and it might take away our pleasure of watching the game. And it's important. I don't know. Give me your feedback on that, guys. And I hate it when that happens. Because obviously I won't be here the following Saturday because I'll be in England, all being well. What should we do about the stream on Saturday? If you think that we shouldn't do one and we can leave it for a while, it's up to you guys. I mean, that would mean no stream Saturday, no stream the Saturday after. So I forgot all about that. Okay. That would be a late start. I don't want to do a stream right into the early hours, and I have no self-control. All right. Well, I don't mind doing early hours. We did that last week, but then there's early hours, and sometimes I've still been awake at 5:30 in the morning streaming, and I don't want to do that. But it's such a good crack with you guys. I'd really miss it. You know, we've got the best people attending the streams at the moment ever. What I mean by that is the community is just so good. And it's full of we talk about stuff, the football and everything, but we also have a laugh, and we all need a laugh. And last Saturday was amazing. So shall I stream like a watch along? Start that way? Or shall I wait until the game's concluded and start at full time, which is probably the best idea? Or shall I scrap it all together? Please let me know. If you don't watch the streams, it's not relevant. All right, guys. Thanks for watching.